Hi, I'm Olga S. Pérez, coming at you live, unleashing the power of perspective, one reaction at a time. I've been a life strategist for over 20 years, and I'm here to share my insights on trending topics, current news, and music videos that we all want to talk about with love and humor. Welcome back. Now you should be able to hear me. I don't know, I had to unplug it all and plug it back in and it worked. I apologize for that. And of course, so I was saying, if you didn't hear me, I'm shaking. Although I was prepared myself all day for this. I'm just overwhelmed with an emotion that it's not anger. It's such a sadness. I don't really understand why I'm and of course the audio not working didn't help the situation. So welcome. If it's your first time here, I appreciate you. And if you've been here before, I love you. Thank you. And I have a lot to say, but now all of a sudden, I don't know if I'm feeling the energy that's out there, like everybody else's sentiment, and I'm being overwhelmed because you know me. If you know me, I feel everything. This is why I can plug into people, and my reactions to things are pretty different. And I like to do them live, raw, real. So my reaction, talk about the fact that I put on the thumbnail, right? Honest reaction. I didn't think it was going to be this honest, where I'm like, all of a sudden feel like I should just be quiet. First and foremost, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. My prayers go to everyone, to his loved ones. See, I can't even think of how to say it where I cover everything. But I think you can sense it in my voice. You can pick up the honesty, the realness of a human being. It's so weird because I was distraught when I first found the news. I was actually going to do a live yesterday about the whole thing with the girl getting, you know, put out in the train. I believe it was North Carolina, Charlotte. And I had prepared all day for that. And then I had so much behind the scenes troubleshooting issues that I was burned out, and I was like, you know what, I'll just do it tomorrow. In that around 4 o'clock or so, I can't remember now. I don't have my phone with me. Around 5 o'clock, maybe, I get a text from a friend who sends me a screenshot of a post from Donald Trump. And I'm like, is this a joke? And she thought that I already knew. And I'm like, no. And so I look it up on the internet to see if it's real. And I was just beside myself. Doesn't even scratch the surface. It was so many things shot through me. And again, if you know me, if you've been following me, my first instinct's always the right one. And this gave me the other Oswald vibes, where I know it's too soon. We don't have all the evidence, as usual, when everybody jumps on a story right away. But it's too easy. It's a political thing, because of course there's a bunch of people that are celebrating this. I don't have to say how despicable it is. I don't have to sit there and judge them, give them labels like everybody else is doing. So they're doing great at it. I'm not going to be another one. No. Because it really doesn't ring true to me. What rings true to me is evil, demonic, demon possessed. You can call it mental illness. I have the right to my opinion. Again, this is all just for fun and games and entertainment purposes, just in case for YouTube. I am live, by the way, on right here, the Boob Tube, also on Rumble and on X. And of course, I'll be doing a restream over on Locals. The link is in the description below. Join me there because that's where I'm completely uncensored, unfiltered, and you can talk to me one-on-one. Please do that. Please join me. Let's stay together on this one. So I'm going to start with some good news. The good news is that I am a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in a God. I don't just believe. I am certain. Okay? Very different. To me, God is more of a fact than anything you can present to me. Even if I see something with my own eyes, I will more likely believe on what you cannot see than what our eyes are telling us we see. Okay? So just putting that out there, like out the gate, right? So, anyone in the public spotlight, they're a target, right? Especially politicians. When you speak up, and we already had this, right? JFK, Martin Luther King. And that's just in our country. But it's happened since the beginning of time almost, right? All over the world. So, it wasn't just recently. A bunch of people, I don't know, 4 or 5 people, was it in Germany, getting offed like within a week? Don't quote me on the exact timing, but you know what the story I'm talking about. So the powers that be are like, well, if we're not winning, we're going to cheat and win. Because people that are under demonic possession, or they willingly are like, this is my God. And I'm representing, and I'm going to make our future happen. So I've always said, and I will continue to say and repeat, that we are the majority, not them, not the so-called self-proclaimed elites, people in power, people in, political power. No, 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 no. And of course, I just got chills when I said that because I was just about to say, and of course, it's, oh, this is going to cause more division. Oh, I saw some posts on Twitter, right, about how, let's not make this like fuel the fire, and because they want a reaction and let's not react. I get that. And that makes sense, right? No violence, just all peace. Use some wisdom here, some level headedness. But the truth is, you don't have to be negative. Your reaction doesn't have to be negative or violent. But it doesn't mean that we're not supposed to do anything, because standing up for each other, just by standing up, just by not cowarding, by not being afraid, fear not. How many times is it said in the Bible? And any life coach, any psychologist will tell you, fear is debilitating. Fear gets you nothing. Usually gets you a lot of bad. So, with love in our hearts, with faith, and this, you might not be ready to hear this, but this is typical me, where I'm a little bit in some ways ahead of the curve, and it might be shocking to you, but bear with me. Especially if you believe in a creator, God, especially Jesus Christ. The Bible even says it. God has written it from the beginning to the end. So if God doesn't want something to happen, it's not happening. There's a purpose for everything. We might not understand it, but we have to rise up in our faith. Never lose faith. Of course, I'm saddened for his family. Of course, I'm saddened for all the people that loved him and around him. I, to be honest with you, was never a fan. I didn't mind him, but I didn't watch his content. Maybe a couple clips here and there. And most of the times I liked it. I believed, he's a good debater. Good for him. He wasn't violent or anything. He could have taken cheap shots when he was in the middle of debates, and he, from what I saw, pretty much never did. So I think he was a high-standing person, a good soul, and a real believer in God and Christ. But like any humans, they're fallible, they make mistakes, he was also very young. So he wasn't going to know everything. He's not going to be able to stand exactly, saying the perfect thing, doing the perfect thing every single second of his life. But my thing is that I did a deep dive when I first saw him. I probably was during 2020 and the whole lockdown and all that. That's when I found out about a lot of these people that most of us know. But I didn't discover them until then. And when I did a deep dive, I'm like, how did this guy get this whole Turning Point USA? How did he get the money? So I know who his sponsors was, his donor was, and you can look it up. And so I knew, especially when it came to conversations of Israel, that it's like, what do they call it? Like having a leash. And I think the more he was standing in truth with his faith and God, and when he saw that the people he supported, people that supported him as well, Israel, that there's something in that where he had to go to bed at night and feel good about himself. And he started speaking out. He wasn't just, for the most part, for a while, maybe a year or two, it would seem like no matter what, I'm pro-Israel, and that's it, like, period. Whether it's my faith, whether it's because of my friendships from Israel and Jewish people and all that. And that's great. And I was hoping that he would not sell his soul. Because if God says to love each other, we can't be pursuing any group, any mentality that that is against God's people, which is all of us. It is all of us. Whether we acknowledge it or admit it or accept it. So I have a bunch of clips that I've pulled up. I don't even know because I'm still shaking. And I don't know if I can really start clicking around. But obviously, like just like I'm sure everyone wants to know, did they catch the guy? Who was it? It's not about the blame game. It's about just a couple days ago or just yesterday even, right? We're talking about what happened in Charlotte with the girl in the subway train. And then boom, the Charlie Kirk thing happens. I am not defeated. I do not feel defeated. But to decipher in the most simple way of why I'm feeling so overwhelmed is because it takes courage to stand up, especially when you're a Christian and when you believe in a God and authority higher than anything here. But because of my faith, knowing that He knows everything, then I have to keep my faith and believe and understand and pray. If anything, this should make us more faithful into God's word and God's love. We're just human, having this human experience. But the hardest thing to do is always to keep the faith and to be a good person and to not let evil, any negative thought, any negative behavior get into us. But that doesn't mean we don't hold hands. And we stand for our brothers and sisters. So, of course, I have a tab here. Oh, I have a bunch of them open. I don't know if I really can get through them all. But I also asked ChatGPT to give me one second. I also asked ChatGPT, and I'm definitely gonna share what it gave me today about this story and this situation. So let me see. Okay. So like if I refresh it, this is like the Fox News, that was earlier, like an hour or so before I logged in, like before I went live. Fearless warrior Charlie Kirk, so this is 8 minutes ago, was super energetic and excited before the event where he was assassinated. And of course, I wasn't shocked to see that he had a bulletproof vest, right? Like I would, for sure, especially in what he was doing. I still don't have it clear if they tried to, I've been hearing that he got shot, maybe it hit the vest and then it ricocheted to the neck. But then, of course, I'm hearing a lot more about, no, it was straight to the neck. The individual who did it, allegedly, had help and was a professional. Does that mean it couldn't have been somebody from the opposite side of the fence, right? A different group, right? The different political side, the left, the right? Of course. Could it be somebody like what's been happening with the whole trans, and taking all these medications that make them behave in a certain way? It's too easy. It goes deeper. I know it. And it's just a matter of time that we come to it. But here's my, I don't know if I want to say warning, if that's the right word, but I want everyone to be ready, to not be reactive, be ready, expect the unexpected, so that our peace, our feet are nicely put in the ground with our head clear, not our emotions clouding us. Because this is a battle between good and evil. Of course, I'm not the only person saying it, not the only person that will probably say that. But you can feel it. Even if you're a non-believer, you can feel it. Even those who have been laughing and celebrating what happened to a human being with a family, a young human being with a young family and young children, a fellow American, a fellow human. I was going to share some of that content, but I'm like, no, because that's exactly what evil wants. That's why they're gloating. They're getting attention that they've been desperately wanting. Because when you're the reject, when you're the one that nobody likes, and instead of you becoming a better person, you fall more into that. Yeah, I'm the reject side. Yeah. And then you get together with other rejects, people that have bad attitudes, no faith, ignorance, that think they know it all, but it's just all emotion, very little intelligence or experience or education. So I saw a good amount of these types of clips. And every time I saw demons. I didn't see a political group celebrating something that was truly making them happy. Are you understanding where I'm coming from here? Now, you know me, I'm trying to lighten up the situation. But yeah, I mean, as you can see from what I'm screen sharing, and of course, today's 9/11. I would have come here today and talked about 9/11. And I have a guest tomorrow, so I'll be coming back tomorrow. And I'll be revealing what we're going to be talking about and all that. So stay tuned. Please make sure to hit that notification bell. And if you haven't smashed that like button, just because we're together and we're clicking, click that. Smash that like button. Much love. And thank you. Because your connection, our connection, is what it's all about. It's not about me. So let me guess from what I'm looking at real quick. And if you guys can read it, I guess they haven't really found the person yet. I know they looked at some videos. They're doing some forensic. I figured I don't need to be playing the video that Trump let out. But like, here's a comedian, Leonardo Joni. So it's obviously important to me to find out all the different types of thoughts coming through with this. And she wrote, all the people celebrating Charlie Kirk's death are too stupid to realize Charlie was the nice option. Here's the best part. Give me 1 second. I don't know why. Yeah, I didn't update on my computer, and that's the other reason why the audio didn't work. I'm sure of it, because now I'm just getting all these pop-ups that are also distracting me and breaking my spirit right now. You gotta keep it cool. Gotta keep my cool. All right. Compared to what's coming, Charlie looks like a liberal. When the time comes, he'll remind you that you wanted this. In your arrogance and ignorance, you thought you had us defeated. You felt invincible watching the media spin lies, that you outnumbered us. And this is why I'm sharing this, because this is exactly what was happening. And I love that she's saying, let's go back and remember who did this and how quickly they keep doing it over and over again. Oh, no violence, no violence, no. This is not the way to handle things. While you're promoting it nonstop like a broken record. Okay, I love the way she said it. You watched the state beat us up for so much as resisting your dominance, and you thought it was over for you. And you were wrong. You are fighting a people defending their homeland, their families, their freedom. I just got chills saying that. That's right, and especially if you had a teach for freedom, and if you know me, freedom is not freedom. Freedom. Okay. You are sadistic bullies who only fight when you think your victory is assured. You believe in no God. You have no values. The people fighting are fighting a primordial fight. You are unprepared for it. You got light. You had ample time to change your minds, but your hearts are full of poison. I would not allow it. The lines are drawn. We will be free of you and the global scum network that birthed you because they were created. You are too arrogant even now to heed this warning, and that is why you will suffer. We will not despair. We will prevail. You see what I mean? And Steven Crowder comes out with, exclusive this morning. My team received an email from, and I don't know if you guys read this. I would read it. I can't right now. But again, we're going to get all different kinds of answers. And we know it. How many times we've been here already? But of course we want answers, right? The sooner the better. So the FBI comes out. Agent Mason says high-powered bolt-action rifle was recovered in a wooded area from Charlie Kirk's assassination, including shoe impressions and palm prints. Assassin's Day. Yeah. The guy was spotted on the loose. And even especially after what just happened to Trump in Pennsylvania. But oh, what? He's not a politician? At his school. Think about the courage that it really took Charlie to do this. Every time. Hold on. Then I got Nitwit over here. So I'm hoping that everyone's finally seeing that she went behind the ears. It's me being nice about this. But this is the place to take. Yeah. Who called and hit our time? Okay. I feel like you're a 10-year-old. We need answers. It sounds righteous, but it's not. I'm not feeling it. I'm not even going to get into what Netanyahu wrote, because who is reading that and believing? I didn't feel any emotion in that text. It's not. I'm not blaming him. I'm not saying he has anything to do with it, but I'm not feeling heart here. Okay. Accept that. And then our politicians, these grown-ass people, supposedly have everything, right? The power, right? Until they don't have power.
Will be in order.
When is that going to happen? Why can't I'm trying to rewind this guy. I guess I got to refresh the page. And then I'm probably going to get a commercial. I'm going to get. Who hasn't seen this already? Talk about if the people are despicable. The despicable reactions, right? The laughing, the celebrating. But these guys, the fact that they're not even trying to be decent, knowing they're being recorded. This is how foul politicians are. It ain't about whose side. I want you to see. Let's stop complaining and pointing fingers. It's get out, you vultures. They reject humanity with this reaction.
I would ask that all members present in the chamber and those in the gallery please rise for a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk. What purpose does the gentlelady from Colorado rise? Let's wait a minute. The House will be in order. The House will be in order. The House will be in order.
Look at it. Trying to tell adults the House will be in order, and they're like, they got no respect for me.
The House will be in order.
Never have, never will.
We will join for prayer right after this, okay? The chair lays before the House a communication. The House will be in order.
People said I didn't look like your average football player.
All right. So, I know. There's no way I could be myself. You know what I mean? I'm being honest, clearly, but it's not the typical Olga S. Pérez show. Well, let's take a look at what ChatGPT has found so far. Granted, I asked these certain questions about 2 hours ago, so I'm sure there's probably more information out there now. Let's see. Because I had my bullet point of all the things that came to my mind that I think is important to share for us, for our strength, and our peace of mind. Not get distracted with too many opinions and emotional reactions and politics. But I thought I was feeling that the emotions crawling up and coming up in my throat, and I was like, I don't think I can really keep it together. This is such a reaction, like putting it together and giving me info that maybe I missed, or we can question one. So let me see how to screen share. Here we go. All right. If you can see that, is that bigger for you? I'm gonna read it anyway. So first, when I asked you to ChatGPT, give them all my, prompts, I said, I'm really sorry this happened. I can share what's confirmed so far and flag what's not. I won't speculate about unverified culprits or motives. Okay. Give me a second. I like to, maybe I can see it in a way where I'm looking at it. It's taking me a minute. Okay. No. Okay, over here. Okay. What we know, bullet points. I asked it specifically for bullet points. Victim, Charlie Kirk, 31, founded 2020 USA. He was shot and killed while speaking at Utah Valley University on September 10th, 2025. Setting outdoor near campus, TPU. The event, prove me wrong, tour format, real big crowd, present. Attack details. Utah's governor called it a political destination. See, when they're so quick to say that, I'm automatically thinking the opposite. How quick? You didn't even catch the guy. Relax. Because, again, they're part of the problem. You're the governor. You're not even a journalist. Where's your maturity to go, we don't know. Okay? Whatever. Reporting says that the shot came from an elevated rooftop position with a high-powered rifle. Status of the investigation, the FBI released images of a person of interest, right, because they caught him on camera, and is offering $100,000 reward for tips. A multi-agency manhunt is underway. Now, if the guys from the left, the opposition, where they're all laughing and celebrating, they're not going to, and if it's one of their guys, they're not going to say squat. Not to mention, where's the FBI when they're constantly profiling people, putting you on a no-fly list and all kinds of, for a minimal thing of like posting on Facebook when you're just a regular schmo. But not for this guy? Shut up. You know they have the information. They found Saddam in a hole, and that was years ago. You can't tell me that all of a sudden, with drones and whatnot. I mean, this is so insulting. People can't be this naive. Law enforcement comms early reports on the suspect being detained were corrected. Authorities later said no one was in custody at that time. Expect evolving details as agencies coordinate. Okay, national reaction. Broad condemnation of political violence from leaders across parties. Extensive live coverage continues. Yeah, right. You know that. What's it? Posthumous honor? I got that right. You know me, English in the third language. The former president announced Kirk will receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That's good news. That's wonderful. That says a lot. It's a positive. It's important. But okay. It's always good to have a little good news in there, right? What's not confirmed? Avoiding sharing as facts. Motive unknown at this time. No agency has publicly verified a motive. Because of social media and things. And that's, you know what I mean? We gotta be watchers. Affiliations, who's behind it, no confirmed organizational ties, publicly attributed yet. What many people may be missing, conflicting early reports are normal, which we're just kind of used to, right? Especially in the last 5 years. Vantage point, security gap, let's see, conflicting early reports are normal, local alerts, campus statements, federal, okay, right? Vantage point, all right. You guys can read this, but I was hoping that ChatGPT could give me some answer, because I literally specifically asked, tell me when no one's, like if somebody's missing something. Don't tell me what we already know. So far, ChatGPT, because I didn't read it, I just took the question, and I was like, all right, it's good enough, because I got to go. I'm late. So who's behind it and why? Right now, investigators, I wonder if I can see that part out. Yeah. I did an update on the computer yesterday. Ooh. I'm still like figuring out how to do it. Okay. Right now, investigators have not publicly identified a motive or organizational backer. They have circulated a person of interest and requested tips. Until arrest, charges, and affidavits are released, anything else is speculation. If you want, I can keep this concise list updated live. Like I said, I just read this. Should I? Okay. Update list live. While that's going, I'll come back to you guys. Who's with me so far? Thank you for your love. And again, if you're watching this live, awesome. And if you're not, make sure to leave a comment. Share this. Let's make sure that people like us with heart and soul find each other. Stay connected. We are many, and we are strong. Please share this. You know, I keep the conversation going, especially on locals, unfiltered, uncensored, and you talk to me one-on-one. Maybe you have questions, maybe you don't. I'm here for you, baby. That's what I was meant to do. Okay. All right. So here's what ChatGPT is saying. Latest confirmed info. The FBI released 2 images of a person of interest. You guys probably already saw this one, right? Oh, I just clicked that one. Okay. It's not popping up like I'm not going to see the image. I could, I saw it on Twitter, but see, I'm getting easily distracted because I'm just not myself. Okay. All right. So yeah, I've seen the images. Some guy, right, like in the stairwell t-shirt. It wasn't wearing all black, I don't think. Anyway, authorities believe the suspect is college age and was able. Well, that's what the screenshot of that video image that they shared with us. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, blend in. Okay. Again, this is an expert, right? He's a professional. a high-powered bolt-action rifle. I know that part. Investigators also collected forensic evidence, footwear impressions on print, forearm imprint. You really think the shooter didn't have gloves? You really think he put his bare hands on the gun? 2 people are denied or detained as persons of interest but have since been released. Yeah, we know that happened yesterday. Patsies, again, decoys, always a distraction. I mean, this is just, at least they're consistent with their bullshit. The perks. The FBI is offering $100. Okay, I just already read that, so that's not new. The shooting is being treated as, yeah, of course. Like, that's not going to fuel the fire. Treating it as a political attack with no proof. What still isn't clear? No suspect is currently in custody. Okay, so nothing. The ChatGPT doesn't have anything more. Nothing since I started this live has come about. Okay. If you don't, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take a look at the chat. And I'm gonna wrap it up because most of you guys are asking me anything in the chat that you want my insight or my 2 cents. I'm gonna wrap it up and take a quick break and see you guys on the other side on local. Thank you for the love. Welcome. Hey, great to see you, Cindy V. Welcome. Cappuccino. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, from all of us suffers. You may not have been at Captain Kirk, but you spoke with so much passion, integrity, and sense that you became to us the Captain of Freedom. Miss Thompson. Hi, great to see you. Much love. Danny McKinney? Oh, sorry if I'm. I got dyslexia and English is my third language. So sometimes I just, it rolls out. Sometimes it's like this, especially when I'm not feeling good. Welcome. Great to see you. Samahaman. Good evening. JJ loves music. Nice to see you too. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. Charlie is with the Lord. Absolutely. Don't get me. He is. I know he is. Like I'm not getting emotional because he's gone. I'm getting emotional because I know God is and he's here. We have a merciful, the most merciful God. John Henry, good to see you. Yeah, those lost souls are vacant of morality. And that was nicely put, John. Thank you. Yeah, good Lord. Hola, Olga. Hey, pinangalit. Oh, yes, from beautiful Glendale, Arizona. He's with God. Of course he's in heaven. For sure. Mm-mm-mm. This is a Mission Impossible today, so I really appreciate that. Because I was like, whatever. What matters is that I connect with you guys, and I need connection, just like at you and everyone, especially the trolls, especially those vacant souls. They need it more than us. And then in their desperation, because it's easier to
to be like, oh, you'll do whatever you want, everything's great. And you're miserable because it ain't working out. You're always feeling empty because you don't know what it is. You think it's mental health, you're taking pills, you're going to therapy, and then you join a group and like, me too, I don't feel it, me too, I'm thinking that. Where everybody's all evil and they're all bad, and you know, and then everyone's like, yeah, fucking brats. Doesn't matter what age they are. You're a child. Like you didn't read anything, did you? You don't even have to be religious. You just wanted to fit in so badly. You're supposed to get out of that in high school, if you ever even go through that stage, right? And then you find yourself, hopefully by 30. But of course, I'm seeing all kinds of ages reacting like, by the way, yeah, I not only did I have a bunch of tabs open, I actually had, I created a bunch of bookmarks, but I'm just like I said, as soon as I hit that like button, I was just overwhelmed. Oh, no. Quick one with that. There's some of it. Just do a quick squirrel. I can't. I'm only human. So nobody become a threat, right? And see, to me, this is
No more. Draw a line in the sand. I don't. And Jewish.
And I believe I haven't listened to all or any of the podcasts clips here and there, but I'm sure, like specifically when the targets were Christian sites in Gaza and whatnot, right? I'm sure that had to be the last straw, and where he had to be honest because he believes in God, a higher power than anybody here, and money can't buy that.
Donors, they have a lot of explaining to do, a lot of decoupling to do, because Jewish donors have been the number one funding mechanism of radical, open border, neoliberal, quasi-Marxist policies.
And these are facts. This is not an opinion. I mean, what? You don't like the truth? I guess you should have hit it better.
Cultural institutions.
The donors, that is.
Institutions and nonprofits. This is a beast created by secular Jews. And now it's coming for Jews, and they're like, what on earth happened? And it's not just the colleges. It's the nonprofits. It's the movies. It's Hollywood. It's all of it. It's like time for you guys to wake up and say no more. Draw a line in the sand. I don't care if you hate me. And Jewish donors, they have a lot of...
Yeah. I would recommend like watching this clip. She's... look, she does whatever suits her. She agrees with whatever works for her. I don't think a lot of stuff that she said is she's not honest. She's just doing her job. This guy, even if he's not my cup of tea and I've never really followed him, you know, I knew that he had an allegiance to Israel. And for me, I was like hoping that he would get out. I said it earlier in the stream, that he would at least open his eyes to be like, you can't just be blindly, you got to be honest with everything that person does, a group, a system, and, you know, you got to like reevaluate to be true to yourself. That's what it takes. And he was doing that now. So I was like, good for him. And I was loving the crowds that he was attracting in the States, because even if, you know, I think, especially for the younger groups, he was doing great. And I believe he did convert a lot of people. That's why he was such a threat, because they were losing their own to go towards him, because it's just in the back of their minds, these people look happy, they look good, they look strong. Deep down, that's what I think. The tribal thing of going over here is what I thought was being restrained, but it's not, because the group that's intolerant, that preaches hypocrisy, where they're intolerant tolerant, inclusive, everybody saw that. It's just a matter of time. And, the cognitive dissonance is real too. A lot of good old people. Things that now, when they look back during the lockdown, they can't believe they were actually caught up in that. There's levels. Yeah. So some of these, like, I was going to share some of these people's reactions, what they had to say about the people laughing and celebrating. This guy, he really got me because it's just my style.
I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. You mean to tell me one of you stupid, retarded motherfuckers started a goddamn GoFundMe for the man that stabbed the lady on a train? Why the fuck he deserve grace? Huh? You bitches stand up for the dumbest shit ever. How the fuck did somebody stab somebody and now he deserves grace because you claim he got mental health? Fuck him. Man, fuck him. Put him under the jail. You bitches stand up for any stupid thing. You bitches are retarded. Pure retarded. Whoever started that motherfucking GoFundMe, I'm gonna bat the fuck out you.
Talk about an honest reaction.
Choke something out. Debo style. Bitch ass nigga. Y'all motherfucker, and you wonder why people look at us so fucking stupid. No, fuck that. You wonder why we in the situations we in. Stupid motherfuckers. We in these same situations we in every motherfucking time because of you stupid motherfuckers. You went over there and you campaigned for a nigga to get the fuck out of jail that's mentally insane and he'll kill you.
Oh. You know what I mean? Just being real. I was happy to see that this guy, who I don't care for, but I definitely know that he's always been an advocate of facts and truth. So I loved how he was ripping his people during his own live for, promoting his own business and products. This is a good one, you guys. If you haven't seen it, let's watch this. Let me know in the comments if you can hear it because I'm not sure. I'm not able to see. Like I said, the rebooting of everything has messed up with all my settings, and I just want to make sure you guys can hear the audio.
He encouraged everyone to speak about their beliefs, whether he believed them or not. Lexi, I don't really care. Am I a Republican? No, I'm a person. Because I'm standing up for someone that passed away, I'm now being called names in the chat. This is what's wrong with a lot of you people. You will never get far in life. You are sick in the head.
Ooh.
Someone just said they're unsubscribing from me. Thank God, please. Because if you believe in they and thems, you're part of the problem. If you're so stupid enough to go against science, please unfollow me. You can be whoever you want to be, but there's science and there's facts. You can pretend in your head you're a cat. You can pretend in your head that you're this and you're that. Good for you. You're still only A or B. And the truth hurts a lot of you, I see. I see a lot of you still can't get over it.
That look on his face says
Sounds like
more.
a personal problem. While I've been live streaming, someone was just, and TikTok has guidelines, you guys, so I have to censor what I'm saying. I'm uploading my video right now. I am. Even though we're dealing with all of this, I'm uploading my video right now. So yes, I am a grown-ass man that wears makeup. I will always be a male. My name is Jeffrey. Jeff, if you were my father, he's the only person allowed to call me that. My name is Jeffrey. I am a male that likes cosmetics. All these grown men going into women's bathrooms wearing wigs, you should all be in prison forever. You are the problem. So a grown man that goes around the country debating people, spitting facts, was just taken out. And I'm not over it. I can't sit here and play with makeup right now. I want to throw up.
There you go. Good man.
So no, I'm not.
Yes. Let me hear that again. Honest reaction.
Was just taken out.
Wait.
Free. I'm a male that likes cosmetics. All these grown men going into women's bathrooms wearing wigs, you should all be in prison forever.
Ooh.
You are the problem.
Oh.
So a grown man that goes around the country debating people, spitting facts, was just taken out.
Spitting facts.
And I'm not over it. I can't sit here and play with makeup right now. I want to throw up.
That's right, baby. I get it.
So no, I'm not a Republican. No, I'm not a Democrat. I'm Jeffree Star.
And that's the problem I keep having. Everybody, whether it's online or my own life, immediately, are you conservative? Are you MAGA? Are you this? And if I go on a topic that's just libertarian, like in not to be in the middle, but just freedom, honestly, truth, stop labeling me. And I was like, yes. Like, get over it.
Stop trying to label me. Stop trying to label me. I am a male. I am a makeup artist. I am a makeup mogul. I am a business owner. I am a farmer. I am a rancher. I am a son. I am someone's cousin. I am someone's friend. Stop labeling me. Y'all don't know anything about my beliefs. You just assume. Because I said I was thankful that Trump brought back TikTok, I'm now being accused of being a Republican. All I said months ago when TikTok was banned and my business could be affected tremendously, I said, wow, thank God Trump fixed it. Or I wouldn't be able to sell my cosmetics on this platform. I quit YouTube and dedicated my life to TikTok. And people are upset because I thanked our president? Politics aside, biology will never change. Why is that up for debate? Am I saying any of this? Because Charlie Kirk fought for the rights. He fought for the truth. He debated everybody. And you guys cannot argue that. You are delusional and you are mentally ill if you were trying to go against what I just said. I didn't say my opinion. I said a fact.
Oh!
I am Jeffrey Lynn Steininger Jr. That's who I am. I am born a male. Cannot believe I'm sitting here 6 hours away from a crime scene. Like, Utah's just right down there. He's just a couple hours away. And he was doing a debate at a college in front of thousands of people, and his daughter was there. And he was just taken out. I can't, I don't know how to process it right now. I'm like so sick. I'm honestly so sick by it. And I'm over here trying to like upload a video. And I'm over here trying to upload a fucking video about Hailey Bieber. Who cares about her? Well, you guys do. Clearly, she had a #1 launch in Sephora. It's hard when these situations happen and you are an entertainer. It's hard.
That's right. Amen. I would play this stupid clip. Obviously, I bookmarked it, but because of course I got something to say. Of course I got a reaction to this. All right. Let's talk about how look. There should be legal action against this woman. I'm telling you, for thousands of reasons and moments in time. It's by no coincidence that she's still doing this. Okay. But there's one specific thing she said that I want to react to.
Look, a young woman is dead. Let's take that into consideration. And yes, a man who should have been behind bars was loose and out.
Well, he should have.
Listen.
Yeah.
He was a schizophrenic man. His mother.
Yeah, because you're a psych expert. Do you even know how people become schizophrenic? If it's nature versus nurture or anything like that? Aren't your experts talking to you in the ear? Don't you have some experts in there? Of course you do, but that...
Begged them to take him and put him away. So stop politicizing this. This is not political.
It's not political. You're right. But you are no one to say that this was just mental illness. And it's just like one occasion, one special. Let's see what Chrissy said on this. When a mass shooter goes off, Whoopi blames guns. Facts. That's the other reason why I bookmarked this. Or the shooter, if it's a white person. Facts and not mental illness. Exactly. And it ain't because she's got the color skin. No. It's because you hate people that are not like you. and you're working on national television. Think about that for a second. She's putting it nicely. I'm telling you facts. Call a spade a spade. Nothing personal. It's if you don't have the receipts, which we have plenty of clips of her doing exactly that. Now, the white guy's not mentally ill. The minority, they're the victims. Always, 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 never the perps. There's always a way to deflect. A human being, a young one, and that's why I prepared a live yesterday about this specific topic, which now I'm thinking about. I really wanted to stay on the Charlie Kirk thing because I'm going to get into what happened on that train to that Ukrainian girl and what she's referring to here. Specifically because I, up until 2020, used to take the subway in Philadelphia. We'll get into that because I'm gonna rip it. So I must have bookmarked this for that conversation. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So I guess, yeah, there's a lot of it. This is what I was prepared. Okay. So I wonder if I bookmarked on TikTok, but see, I'm out. I gotta go. I gotta go over to the other side on locals to really go. I mean, I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you more, much more. Join me over on locals. Give me about like 10 minutes. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Please make sure to comment even after this video. Get the algorithm out there. Help people find us. Because I'm not doing this for my health. I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. We're supposed to be there for each other. This is one way I can do it. Thank you all for all your love and support. I'll see you on the other side. Give me like 5 minutes. I gotta go to the restroom and stuff like that. Thank you for bearing with me. I know everything I wanted to say and do didn't come out. But at the very least, I hope it's at least one of the most honest lives, videos on this topic that you've seen. I hope I've made you feel something positive and strong. I do. If I've achieved that, that's enough. Much love, guys. I'm going to take a quick break and I'll see you over at locals. Thank you so much. I love you. Take care. Have a good day and don't let the bastards get you down.